Howdy 102ers. This won't be a very long video at all, seriously, but it's going to be a very important one because I'm going to show you where the material is that you need to emulate and ready for the upcoming Unit 3 argument essay. So pay attention. This coming paper is worth 25% of your final grade in this class. While I'd like to be the normal jokey guy that you've come to know over the last 12 weeks, I sort of feel like I need you to understand the gravity of this situation. This paper will make or break your grade in all likelihood, so it's really important for you to focus yourself and do what you are supposed to do in the way that you're supposed to do it. One thing I think many of you have gotten a misconception about is this. These rules and grades and assignments and guidelines are not my own personal interpretation of the curriculum. Yes, I have changed a few little formatting ideas for smaller assignments, but I am following the college-wide curriculum for every assignment, and I'm asking you to follow those same college-wide requirements as closely as possible, because if there is any issue with grading or whatever, any English department on any campus will be able to advise you or to help you with any problem. So please, pay close attention to the sample document we'll be talking about today. Now that I've said all that, if you look at the 102 Masterclass schedule, which is down here on the right-hand side, View Course Schedule, click this link here, you'll see that by scrolling down to this week, we are in week 12. There we go. We're talking about reviewing the material for Unit 3, and if you feel that you need it, and then submitting the Unit 3 checkpoint. I went back and forth on this so many times thinking that I wanted to push the checkpoint back another week, but I think that keeping it here will actually be a smart idea because I've already asked you to complete your development section and your counter-argument and your rebuttal sections, so you should have multiple pages to show me rather than just one paragraph. So now all you have left to do is the introduction, background, and conclusion. So what am I talking about here? Well, the Unit 3 checkpoint that you will be submitting by clicking this link here, well, really, it'll show me what you have so that I can review it and give you feedback on the most important parts of the paper prior to your submission in 2 weeks. Basically, I'll be looking at your side of the argument, encompassing a minimum of 3 argument points developed using the CSET format where you utilize multiple sources that have been approved. Your counter-argument, which should also be formatted in CSET formatting, showing me a minimum of 2 counter-argument points, there we go, utilizing multiple approved sources, and your rebuttal, again, CSET, multiple sources, possibly 2 paragraphs, or 1 great, big, amazing paragraph. I will be looking for detail. I will be looking for source material. I will be looking for cohesion, the way each section seamlessly flows into the next one. I will be looking for the supporting ideas which build up and tear down the thesis statement and the topic sentences. All of this is important in the development section. Honestly, if you're going to ask me how long the paper should be, I'm going to give you a really unhelpful answer, but it's actually the most truthful. It needs to be as long as you feel it needs to be. However, if you're putting a fire under my feet, we'll use that analogy, I would say that your entire development section should probably be about 5 pages or more. If you had listened to me over the last few weeks and done a little bit at a time, you should be in a fantastic shape for the coming introduction, background, and conclusion. You shouldn't be stressed in the least. If you've skipped the videos or just said to yourself, hey, nothing is due, so I'll catch up at the end, then you're probably going to be bad-mouthing me and pulling your hair out. So, very quickly, let's take a look at what you need to do with this development. Next week, you should focus on the introduction, background, and conclusion, but this week, this is what you should have ready for me. First, once again, reread through these instructions, the Unit 3 argumentative research paper directions and sample. This is attached to each and every announcement that I have sent you in the last 5 weeks, okay? So it shows you exactly what the requirements are, the steps, the structure right here, and this is what you should have ready for me. Your argument, minimum of 3 reasons. The counter-argument and the rebuttal, minimum of 2 paragraphs. This section right here is the minimum of what you should be showing me. After that, then you could add background and conclusion and introduction, and that's wonderful. But remember, as you are formatting this, please make sure that you are looking at a minimum of 7 full pages with 1-inch margins, 12-point Times New Roman, or Calibri font. Anything less than that, and you will lose points. Again, this is a college-wide requirement. Next, you must have 7 sources cited within your paper. Now, I know, where is it? I know it says 6 right here, but you know what? It's not exactly correct. When I say 7, it's because in Unit 1, you found 2 sources. In Unit 2, you found 2 sources. And in Unit 3, you found 3 additional sources. My math skills aren't all that great, but 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 4 plus 3 equals 7, right? Anyway, let's move on. We have the breakdown of the paper. You are focused on the development section, so you need the argument, the counter-argument, and the rebuttal. So if you want to see what the sample looks like, we scroll all the way down here to page 3, and now you can see this is what your title page should look like. This is what your page header should look like. Nothing over here except your page number right here. Then you have the title in bold. Then you have your name, the Department of English, Delaware Technical Community College, English 102, Composition 2. My name, and then the due date. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Then we get down here, we repeat our title. We have our introduction, we have our background, and we have our section header. A lot of you keep skipping section headers, and I don't know why. Yes, I do. You're not watching the videos. But have that, and then get down into here, okay? So we have our background. You can see here, this background section happens to be 2 paragraphs. If your development of the topic is too detailed, if you have a very complicated topic, you might have 2 or 3 paragraphs. If it's a very simple topic, you only have 1. Then we get down to our claims. Please note, I'm asking you to label them. Claim 1, and then tell me what the claim is. Here we have a single paragraph. It's well written. It's right there. It's perfect. Claim 2, and then what the claim 2 is. We have a single well-written paragraph. Not a problem, right? Claim 3, we have a single well-written paragraph, and we tell us what it is. And then in claim 4, we have a single well-written paragraph. And we do have 4 claims in this sample, not because you need 4 claims, because if you want to have 4 claims, or 5 or 6, that's fine, but you need at least 3. Then we get into the counter-argument, which is just going to be, we have 2 separate paragraphs here, which is nice. And this is going to be addressing all of the points that were brought up in the claim section. And then going beyond that by saying something to the effect of, hey, you know, the argument says this, however, they're incorrect because of these reasons here. And then you go into your part, the counter-argument, kind of showing how things would be different. Then your rebuttal comes back, and again here you have 2 paragraphs, including what's called a long quote here. Notice how it is indented. Thank you. There's the word I was looking for. I am missing a colon here at the end of that. But we have this indentation, so that's helpful. We have our in-text citations, and the rebuttal basically says, hey, I respect the fact that there is a counter-argument, however, it's still incorrect because of these reasons. And then finally, of course, we have our single paragraph conclusion. Boom, there it is. If you are finishing your paper anywhere on page 9, you have reached the bare minimum of your paper, 7 full pages. We start on page 2, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be 7 full pages. and then your 9th page would start your 8th page. And then down here, we have our references, which are alphabetized. C comes before G, E, which comes before GR, which comes before GU, which comes before L, which comes before M, which comes before P, which comes before S, okay? So we have all the sources listed in alphabetical order, not in the order that we used them. If it appears here on the references page, it must appear up here somewhere within your paper. If it appears within your paper, it must appear down here on the references page, okay? So that's what it is. And you just need to submit that to me by the deadline. If you would like to meet with me on Zoom, I'm happy to do that, but you'll need to schedule a time with me first. It must be done prior to Friday, because I'm not having everybody try to get me at like 4 o'clock on Friday when the paper's due on Sunday as a draft. Not going to happen. The draft conferences must happen during the week. So please, if you want to do it, I'm happy to do it. But do not wait until the very end of the week, okay? This is very important, folks. I'm trying my best to give you everything you need to succeed in this paper. If you listen to me and follow those instructions, you will be cruising to the end. If you skip these videos and you just kind of do what you're going to do, well, you take the chance of spinning Fortuna's wheel. Please don't leave it to chance, okay? I'm trying to make sure that you're ready for this. And that's it, folks. Short but important video. We're just under 12 minutes. Rewatch it as much as you'd like. Good luck. Let me know what I can do to help more, and I hope I will talk to you soon. Otherwise, good luck on your draft. See ya.